Hi everybody, it's Rolex here once again in the update on Magic Find to Headhunter in this part. I think it's part 6. I think it's part 6. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is part 6. And I ran in a total of 426 maps of towers. Some of them has been TF16 as well, maybe like about 30 maps or so or something, or maybe 10 something maps. But I feel like it's not worth because spending a long time in a map. It's actually double the time that I would take to run tier 11. Yeah, sure, it's great because you can drop Awakened Sexton, and because you have more monsters because of the Searing Exact influence or the Etherwell influence, and you can also get the boss fights and stuff like that. But ultimately, you have to kill the boss in a 14 and in 28 maps, and that's kind of hard in tower map. You have to switch character, otherwise you would need some sort of juice in the boss room. Otherwise, the boss has 3 phases, which will make you basically like not having any buff to deal with them. So in the end, I think, yeah, tier 16, tier 15, it's going to be the play, but they're probably going to be better if you run a pure chamber with the boss has no phase, so you can just go in with like 50 stacks of headhunter buff or inspired learning buff and kill the boss instantly, and that would be really nice. So but I'm not really playing on farming doctor, because doctor, it's kind of big gamble, and sometimes you get lucky and you just finish the set really fast. Sometimes you get unlucky and it's taking forever. So the nurse is the most consistent one for me, and that's why I'm still gonna stick with the nurse. And there's only one map that drop nurse, I think, which is the tower. Maybe there's more, but I just keep, I'm just lazy to do the research and stuff like that. And let's go over the character and how much it changed it. I think I changed a lot of stuff, during the past like 200 or 300 maps, because I get a pretty unlucky streak. We got to right now I'm sitting at like 30, I think it's 30 nurses. In the last like 100 or 200 maps or so, I drop only 6 or 7 nurses. It's really bad, like I think in 100 map span from like 240 to 340, I dropped 1 nurse, which is really brutal for me, and it's really making me unable to make a video because, well, I mean, what's the point of making a video updating one divination card, right? So let's get into the character and see how I got it so far. So this is the last section of the last stream. I got 2 nurses within like 30 maps, and if you go over the amount of nurse that I have right now, I'm sitting at 30 out of 64 nurses. Actually, I got like the patient as well, so because dropping a lot of divination cards strongbox. So we almost halfway through to the headhunter now, for the divination card stuff. And you can see that my currency, it's not looking that great, right? Because I spend mostly on the Awakened Sexton. Awakened Sexton in this league is actually expensive compared to what it's actually giving you. It's really not that good for the Sextons, unless if you're forcing beyond in every single map, which I don't want to do that. It's really annoying. Sometimes when I roll beyond, I will put it here, and then when I roll the Beyond Sextons, I will use it together with the unique monster drop corrupted item, as you can see here. So I will keep this one until I have the Beyond. When you roll your Sextons and you get like these modifiers that you think like, okay, that's gonna be cool with Beyonds, like Derium of Mirror, Mirror of Derium, or the Alpha mission, or this one, which is the unique monster drop corrupted item. It's gonna be cool with Beyond, so you're gonna keep it until you have Beyond. And this is like kind of lots of stuff that I think it's probably worth. And then there's also a reflect map, as you can see here. I have a little bit of a reflect map, and I'm kind of not sustaining my map for whatever reason. After I took these 3 nodes, I stopped sustaining my map. I don't know why. I don't know what fucked up about the code, but I think this is not worth. It's actually making you get less tower map. Because before that I have like 27%, right? Here you can see we have 50%, but before that I have 27% with the 50% here, so it's like 70 something percent, 77% chance to drop 1 tier higher. But then now you have a 100% chance, so when you drop a tier 11 you would never get a tier 11, like ever. Before, if you drop a tier 10 you have 77% chance to get it up to tier 11, but now you drop tier 11 you never get tier 11. There, before you have like 23% chance when you drop a tier 11, and you're still gonna get a tier 11, but now you're not. Most of the time you will get tier 12, and that's really bad, really bad. And as you can see, I'm not sustaining my map anymore, and I'm probably gonna drop I'm probably gonna drop this. It's not worth it. I'm pretty sure there's something fucked up about the code, or maybe I'm just getting unlucky. But in the past 30 maps, this is what I have left. I mean, sure, I break my map when I, corrupt them. I just turn into unidentified. But in total, I got less map than before. So I'm probably gonna stop running with these nodes. They're probably not worth. If you want to run these nodes, then you can just go tier 16 version of the map and then just drop a bunch of them. Because when you get into tier 16, there's no way you will, like, there's no reason to drop tier 17, right? There's no way you can drop tier 17. So when you get a 1 tier higher and then you drop a tier 16, it's gonna stay at tier 16. It's not going up to tier 17, or it's not going back down to tier 1, right? It's gonna push back down to tier 16, and then you will drop tier 16 still. So if you run tier 16, you do four watchstones, you do these nodes, you will 100% sustain your map. But in tier 11, in this case, I'm not sustaining my map, and that's just really bad. So let's say some honorable drops and stuff like that. I got 2 empowers that you can see here from the past like 200 or 300 maps, but this is just like from the past 30 maps, because I think I dropped like only from the last stream, which is actually insane, like 30 maps. I got a really good roll boy battery for the cast speed. The crit chance, it's pretty bad, but I mean, it is what it is. That's pretty much it. I don't think I got anything good for dimension card. I think maybe like some chaotic disposition, maybe something like the void, maybe, I don't know. Like, it doesn't really matter. There's nothing amazing about that. There's no mirror shard, no mirror, nothing like big. This is basically just purely converting divine orb, converting ancient orb most of the time. Like, I haven't sold the unmaking yet. As you can see, I have like here, right? So there's still a lot of stuff that I have to trade for the currency, for chaos orb, for the exalted orb. Because the chaos orb is really nice, because you can run map, you can roll maps with chaos orb, and you would definitely need a lot of them. As you can see, I have a lot of alteration, a lot of chance. They're not really useful for me. I'm not really rolling anything, and there's no reason for me to use alteration on anything, because there's no watchstone, there's no void stone to be craftable or something like that. There's no craftable void stone, that was, I would say. But other than that, there's nothing much to talk about in this part. So let's get into the character and see how much I changed the character. The weapons is still the same, everything is still the same, and I did change like the ring for this ring. Where is it? Wait, where's my ring? Is it like here? This ring. I did change to this ring to be able to run to 16, because this ring give me a lot more damage, and it's also give me a lot more life. and a little bit of penetration, because as you can see, string and dexterity there. It's about like 10% penetration when I equip this ring instead of this one. But I lost 1 gem, I lost 15% quantity, and then I ran like tier 16, and it was not really worth it because it takes longer to run, like twice as long to run a map with the tier 16 version of the map. And I mean, it feel uncomfortable because you don't have chaos resistance. If you would get this ring, something like this, I would rather have like 50% chaos resistance on the ring instead. And it's probably going to cost you more than 7 or 10 XOs just getting that ring. So it's probably not worth running tier 16 until you have a lot of currency and you want to invest in long term. If you're gonna do a flash run, like maybe just run like 100 maps or something like that, is not worth spending a lot of currency on your gear. That's why I'm not really spending a lot of on the gears and stuff like that, because I want to get I'm not really gonna do this one until the end of the delete opera, all right? Like, because this is the series that I'm gonna get a hidden, and then I'm done with hidden, and I'll probably do something else, maybe doing some divination card farm, or maybe doing some random ass thing with the hidden god, or maybe just doing something completely different, maybe doing new builds and stuff like that. But let's get into the character, and let's get into the passive tree. I did change a lot of stuff, and follow me on this. I did change the megalomaniac, as you can see that I have on the this tab. I dropped both of them, and then I changed for the electric presence, and just get whatever works with your character. In my case, I got towering threat, and then repeater, because I lose quite a bit of attack speed on the one. As you can see, I don't have attack speed on one anymore, and then I also dropped these 2 nodes, which is a lot of attack speed. So I kind of want to get attack speed, so that's why repeater is still there. And then I decided to run another medium cluster jewel for the quick getaway and pressure point. Traveling threat, it's basically just life and area effect. It doesn't really do much, but it's adds something, a little bit of things into the megalomaniac, and it feels worth using it. So anything else, it's basically just like you getting stat, which is really nice. Like this one is 1% pen and 1% elements or resistance from me. So quick getaway and pressure point is pretty like a standard fashion. And then I decided to run Watcher's Eye. This one is just attack speed, precision, and then the convert to lightning, fist convert to lightning. So then I have a lot more lightning damage than cold, but you will roll less than cold most of the time because you have a really high range of rolling. But then sometimes you roll big, and then you roll cold low, and then you have the trinity up 100% of the time when you do this. You want to have the top end of lightning damage twice as much as the top end of cold damage. That's just what I aim for. It's not happening right now because I'm not really that good about like fixing my gears and stuff like that. But in the end, I will try to make that happen. And as you can see, I dropped a bunch of stuff. I'm still running a Abyssal Jewel for the chance to gain phasing on kill, because I don't have phasing flaws, as you can see here, and you have to gain phasing to walk through monsters. Otherwise, your build would feel bad. And then this is still pressure point and quick getaway, so we got like 10% chance to deal double damage and stuff like that. And also, I changed gem into Awaken Fork, because Awaken Fork is dropping in price, and the price has now dropped to 100C, and that's pretty cheap. So I decided, well, let's just get it because it's pretty cheap now. I'm still leveling Defiance Banner, selling Defiance Banner. It's probably one of the good one, because you don't really invest too much, and a lot of people using it, like probably 90% of people using Defiance Banner. And my jewel, this jewel is pretty bad. I'm probably gonna try to change it and in the next like couple updates or something like that, if I can find a better one. But it seems like I'm probably not gonna find it. So this is probably the end of the character because I don't get XP. As you can see, I die a lot. I die a lot of the time, and I'm not really getting XP. The only way I can get XP probably getting getting 3 points here, and then grab the one with evil, which is gonna give me a lot of chaos resistance. As you can see here, it's 22%, 23, so it's 45% chaos resistance here, and that will make your build better in terms of like you don't die to the chaos damage, you don't getting one shot by Mammoth most of the time, or just running into the caustic ground and die instantly. All right, so that's probably the solution. If you want to, you can drop like these nodes like Primal Spirit, grab these and then drop this as well. So I mean you're still gonna have enough Omniscience, I believe, even dropping this and this. So you're losing about like 60 to 70 Omniscience, and that's gonna be less damage, but you'll be tankier. And maybe I'll do that at the end as well if I feel like I want to get XP. But I don't think you need more than level 95. You can go to level 97 to be more comfortable. Then you can take like a little bit more extra notes on trees. But that's pretty much it for today, and hope you guys enjoy. And we'll be updating the next time again when I think it's worth updating and stuff like that. But it is what it is, and see you on the next one. Bye.